back to Graciously Grounded. If you're new, welcome. My name is Christina and I am a homeschool mom of two. Today we're going to be doing a plan with me video. This is our first time doing a unit study, incorporating a unit study into our learning style. And I am so excited. The kids are so excited. So we're going to be actually planning in like real time. If this is a perfect time, the house is quiet, and honestly, next week is a little bit busy, and I don't know when I will really have the time to sit down and plan things out. So I better get to it now. I have a lot of stuff going on. And honestly, as I was preparing to just put everything out to show you guys what we'll be incorporating into our unit study as we put this thing together, I was becoming a little bit overwhelmed, and I had to kind of take a step back and say to myself, it's okay, we got this. However it goes is how it goes, as long as there's learning for the kids that we can get out of it. That's what I'm running with, because I don't know why it seems overwhelming, but it does. But I brought myself back and I'm okay. I have a lot of stuff here, you guys, a lot of stuff going on. The first thing I want to start off with is this unit study plan that I created. Basic, a one-page planner, and it has here topic, start date, end date, subjects that we're going to cover, resources that we're going to use, worksheets, any type of movies or movie publications or like documentaries and things like that, projects and activities, and then any field trips. And then lastly, to kind of just lump it all together and get out like what the kids took away from the unit study, I have a unit review section here. So let's go ahead and get started with like the subjects to cover. So we are going to be covering social studies, art, music, and science in this unit study. And I can't believe I didn't even say we're going to be doing the solar system, space, as our unit study. And oh my goodness, we have so many resources. Savannah and I, we went to our local library today and picked up so many books. I kind of think we overdid it a little bit, but that's okay. I mean, the more the merrier. So, hey, yes, it'll be the solar system. And so one thing that I did in order to even get to this unit study is that, I asked my kids, what is it that you guys want to learn? Like, if you can pick anything, like, what are some subjects that you guys want to learn? Well, they threw out a whole bunch of things. They threw out the solar system. They threw out gardening. They threw out how houses are made, how cars are made, cooking. So those are just some of the things that we will definitely have lined up in the future, but we just had them pick one particular subject for this unit study, and they chose the solar system. So that's what we're running with. So as I was trying to sit here and envisioning like how all of this is going to go, I think the easiest thing for me to do is to incorporate language arts and math into like our morning basket. Because if I try to kind of incorporate all of the subjects within the unit study, I'm starting to get a little anxiety about that, just a little bit. So I think the easiest thing is to incorporate math and language arts into the morning basket, so I can make sure that they are getting those tasks completed, and then being able to go on to more of the like fun things, things that are incorporated within the unit study for activities and projects and all of those type of things. And they will be reading and having like language arts activities, but I'm not going to classify those particular subjects under this unit study. So, okay, enough of me blabbing away. So let me show you guys some of our main, I have so many books, you guys. So let's show some of the main things that we're going to be using for the unit study. This is a book that I picked up called Space by DK. I love their workbooks. We have a few of the workbooks that the kids use. And so when I was looking, through their store, I seen that they have so many different great subjects. So this is going to be one of the main books that we're going to use to find a lot of our information. We are also going to use, okay, let's back up a little bit. So the objectives to learn from the unit study is that they said that they want to know, what is a galaxy? What are the planets and what are they made of? And what do astronauts do? So those are the main topics that we're going to be focusing on during this unit study. And the unit study is going to be, it's going to take us about a month to get through it, only because we're not going to do the unit study every single day. We're only taking certain days out of the week to have as the unit study day. So we're going to be starting, the kids are out of school this upcoming week, which is May 23rd through the 27th they're out, and then they go back to school the following week. And so that is when we're going to start our unit study. So we do school year round. I can't remember if I've said that in a previous video. We do school year round, and we have a 3 weeks on, 1 week off schedule. So so those are the objectives. Now, again, this is going to be our main book that we're going to be using, one of the main ones. Because one of the objectives, one of the things that they wanted to learn is, what do astronauts do? We are going to also use this book here that we picked up from our local library. This is Explorers, the story of the race to the moon. So we're going to be using this book as well. And then we're going to be using The Ultimate Book of Space. This is another one that we picked up from our local library. Hey.
What are you doing?
I'm just filming the video. I'm filming so that way I can get your guys' unit study all put together. So these are, sorry about the little interruption. But yes, so these are our main books that we're going to be referring back to throughout the month on our unit study days. Okay, so now we have, you want to be my helper?
Yes.
Okay. So now we have, and honestly, some of these books may be a little bit redundant with the same information. That's why I said we kind of overdid it a little bit, but that's okay. So I picked up some other books here. Can you put Echo outside, please?
Sure.
So we have, as our read-alongs for each unit study day, we have The Magic School Bus Presents the Solar System. So this is another book that I picked up from our local library.
I used to love that song. We're going on a ship in a going through the stars, little light stars.
Oh, I think that's the Little Einsteins. Did they say that in the Magic School Bus? I don't think so.
I don't.
Can you let Echo outside, please?
Sure.
So we have this as one of our read-alongs. We also have, let's see here, There's No Place Like Space by Dr. Seuss. This is another one that we are going to be using as a read-along. And then we have another space book, more of like a research book to be able to utilize on our unit study days as well. All about space. Now this one was a great one that I found at our local library. This not only has a lot of it says 250 facts kids want to know, and that's all about space. But within the book, there's also projects that can be done throughout the book. So that's great. So this is definitely one of the books that we'll be referring to. This is one of the ones that we'll definitely be referring to when we do our projects. So I'm trying to find a good one to show you guys. How to launch a rocket is, something that we can do, especially because they do want to know, like, what do astronauts do. I mean, that's one thing that they do is they ride in rockets, rocket ships. Yeah, so this is going to be our project book. And then, of course, Pinterest. Like, I did start a Pinterest board specifically for the solar system unit study. And Pinterest has so many things. A lot of the worksheets and things like that I picked up are free printables, like off of Pinterest, and I will definitely link those particular sites and things like that I retrieve these documents from down below in the description.
This is in the Pluto book.
Yes. So that's that. And then again, here are some crafts and things like that from, again, off of Pinterest, colorings, all of these things that I'll be incorporating. And then we have, Curious About Pluto as just maybe a read along, also a little research as well too, because, Pluto has been demoted to a dwarf planet. So we haven't done this one yet. And then Galaxies, what is a galaxy is one of the main things that they wanted to know. So we had to get a book specifically on galaxies. And then sky gazing. Yes. This is just something that we picked up because it does have everything that kind of like we're looking at. Another one that we may or may not be using. So yes, so I have here, I'm getting ready to get started because, where's my thing? Okay, so what I'm going to do is on my unit study planner, I am going to put all of the resources such as the books and things like that we're going to be using. I'm not going to write down every single book here, but I'm going to put down the main ones that are going to be able to cover a lot of our unit study topic, just as a reference. And then the worksheets here, I've already have them printed out, so I'm going to go ahead and just write the names of the worksheets. So for instance, this one here is all about galaxies. So I'm actually going to write all about galaxies on this worksheet section here. And then I have, let's see, so I have
a crown.
I have YouTube and our Amazon Prime pulled up because when I was just doing a little bit of digging last night, I found out that our Amazon Prime, the video section has so many free space videos and they come with our Amazon Prime account. So that's great. So for instance, like What's Up in Space, the solar system for kids, that'll be free for us to watch. So I'm definitely going to add that onto our movie section. There's The Cat in the Hat Knows a Lot About Space. That's also free and we can watch it with our Amazon Prime account. So it's a lot of different things that I'm seeing that I'm definitely going to be writing down. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to get to writing and you guys will go ahead and tag along. Okay, so I pretty much have all of the material laid out and scheduled out of how I need it to flow. And if it's not going to flow, I mean, it's not going to flow just like this, but like that's okay. As long as, like I said, as long as they can get some education out of it is all that matters in the end. But I do have, I like to schedule things out. So I do kind of have a little flow system here of how I'd like June's unit study to go. So the last thing that I need to figure out is a field trip of some sort. I'm trying to figure that out. It might have to be I have on here virtual planetarium. I'm sure that I can find something like that online. So I do have that here. And then maybe as like an activity / field trip, We can do like s'mores under the sky or something like that. S'mores under the sky, I just came up with that, I guess. But s'mores under the sky, and like be able to see like some of like the stars and things like that. Maybe that could be a project and a field trip. So yes, but I mean, that's like the beauty with homeschool, is that you make it your own and nothing is off limits. So this is really the beauty of it. I wouldn't change it for the world. And I honestly never thought that I would be that homeschool mom, that would be that mom that would be homeschooling her children. But the pandemic had its ways of pushing a lot of people to do so, and I would not change it for the world. So last thing is, I am waiting on 2 books. Both of the books are for Savannah, because I want to be able to have her read aloud, some of her chapter book. And one of the books, from what I can remember off the top of my head, is called What is the Solar System? And it's a chapter book, 110 pages. So that's what will be her primary book to read during our unit study month. And then the other one, I can't remember the exact name of it, but it has something to do with space. So those would be her main books for individual reading for herself during our unit study month of June. And those will get here tomorrow. So let me just kind of tell you guys how the days are going to flow for us. So the mornings are going to be super chill and super relaxed. As long as we can get some math and language in there, I'm good, because everything else is going to be incorporated into the unit study. And I really think that I'm just going to, I'm going to get some more art supplies and things like that specifically for this unit study, and just kind of have it out on a table or a desk. So I'm just going to let the kids lead. Like if they want to pick up a specific book and like rummage through it and like point out certain, pictures and, things like that, so that we can dive into it, like we will do that. If they want to do certain projects first, like that's what we will do. This is going to be a dictating way, I guess you would say, of like schooling for this unit study. Again, this is our very first one. We're super excited. I just hope that they can take away a lot of information and say like they learned something. There's definitely many more home study or I'm tired, you guys. It's been a long day for us, okay? Like I was saying, we will have more unit study months. If you guys enjoyed this type of video of planning with me, before I close out the video, I'm going to show you guys exactly, or read to you guys exactly how I have this laid out. You are more than welcome to be able to do different sheets for the different days that you're going to be doing your unit study, so that it is a little bit more flush for you. But this works for me. Less is better for me, and I just like the way that this flows. So again, the subjects that we're covering for the unit studies: social studies, art, music, and science. The resources that we are going to be using are the library books. The main books are the ones that I showed earlier in the video. Space Book by DK, The Ultimate Book of Space, and The Explorers. Those are our main books, along with all of the other little books that will be trickling in throughout the month of June. Websites, as far as resources, planetary.org is definitely one. Certain songs I found so many songs on YouTube. So all the sing-alongs, like Storybox and all of that. So we'll be incorporating those things. And then YouTube documentaries on the solar system. Let's see here. I have so many worksheets that I've saved on Pinterest. I did not write them all down here. But all I have to do is go to my Pinterest, click on whichever one, and print it out. I have a few that's already printed here, but that's all I have to do. Again, Pinterest is your guys' best friend. I promise you. Pinterest. And then movies, we'll be definitely watching What's Up in Space. That is on our Amazon Prime. Cat in the Hat, No Space. That's also on Amazon Prime. Storybot Solar System. That is on Netflix. Those are just some of the few that we'll be looking into. And then I may even include on there Hidden Figures. And even though it's kind of not on, well, it kind of is within the topic that the kids are looking for, that is such a great and inspirational movie that I think my kids have to be able to watch that. So I may try to slide that in there throughout the month, one of these days. And then projects, again, Pinterest is your best friend, and we'll be using All About Space. They have so many projects in there. So that's projects, field trips, I already said that. And then our unit review, we are going to be writing a letter to an astronaut. This is a printable that I received on Pinterest. Again, everything will be linked down below of where these items were retrieved from. But yes, we will be writing a letter to an astronaut would be our final unit review. And then the kids and I will be able to do a poster board. And so that'll just kind of be our unit review, and hey, it works for us. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed, please don't forget to hit the red button, the subscribe button. And if you like videos like this, there are more to come if you guys wish to have them. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a blessed day.